Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tired Old Man. Just as the start of the rebuild of the kitchen fireplace in my home, I cut it in two parts because it ran a little long and I wanted to do a little explaining about what was going on. This fireplace was more than a little complex. It was very hard to build and very hard to come up with the design to build because I had to squeeze so much in such a small space. But I hope everyone will enjoy this first part, and I hope you'll come back and watch the second part, because the second part is where the real fun and the surprise that I was talking about. Sorry it didn't get put in this video, but like I said, I needed to explain a few things so everybody wouldn't think that I had just lost my mind in some of the things that I was doing. So enjoy, and I hope you'll come back and watch the second part and continue to watch in the journey of rebuilding my house. Thank you for watching. As you can see here on the left, the beadboard was probably added to this house, the best history that I can get on it, somewhere in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And then the paneling on the right hand side was added somewhere in the late 1960s. Anyways, it was added somewhere in the 1960s, I think. And you can see we've taken it off on the left, and we'll eventually take all of it, all the paneling and the beadboard down behind the fireplace. The way the kitchen looks on August 19th. Getting ready to start cutting out for the fireplace.
Yeah, he works good, man. That other one don't really work out.
Yeah.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Pretty much like it did when Granny and Pa was living here.
What did you like plywood right over the old
From up
hardwood?
here,
Probably both.
Can we get out of this?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
we can
50 years from now, when Glenn's looking at this, he'll say, there was old Bobby.
It's so beautiful.
Ready to cut it out. Walk in here and we can see what it looked like
We're
in
meant to
here.
be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you
Now, I hired me a new worker right here. She took Smitty's place. Chief inspector. Come at quitting time. Say, all right, let's go, boys. This is the mess that I made in there in the kitchen this week. Got the floor cut out. Got the wall cut out. That daggone beam right there that I split down the middle. That bad boy was tough. Took me about a whole day to get both sides of that done. Get that thing split all the way from the bottom. All the way over here too, and get this one split. Took me, like I said, about a whole day. I had to do it with a chainsaw. I know everyone is thinking, what in the world are you doing, Glenn? Cutting out the support beams for this house on this end wall. You have lost your ever-loving mind cutting that thing out like that. Well, I just want to explain, everybody, that there was a lot of research went into doing this particular fireplace right here. And I mean a lot. I knew that we were going to be doing this and I did the research. It took me between 6 and 8 months at least, if not longer, for me to come up with exactly how I was going to build this particular fireplace. Some of it will become evident in the second video, where shows how we're doing. I'm only going to show half of the video because it ran a little long, but I wanted to explain why I cut that off, and it will be explained a little bit more when you see it in the next video. But to leave everybody's mind, these things are hard laddered posts or support beams. They're not like the 2x4s that you buy now. And a 1-inch beam would in this house would have supported what a 6-inch beam would support now. You just don't know how many chains on the chainsaw that we dulled trying to cut these two beams. The other people that have been working there, they're complaining about the trying to drill through or cut through the wood on this house. It's like cutting through cement. And if nobody has never done that on an really old house like this, they have no idea how hard and how strong the wood is on it. But I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm not cutting the support out. Yes, I did trim them down, but when I built the chimneys and the fireplace, I incorporated that in to support the house up and hold it up. And so there's no support being taken away from the house. Yeah, I cut the beams out, but the support is still there, because when I laid the brick and I got it up, it is all supported, and I promise you, it's stronger than any house that is being built now. So I just want to relieve everybody's mind here and let them know, and let everyone know that there was a lot of research. And one of the things, the reason for me cutting those particular beams out, I needed to make this fireplace a certain width, and I wanted to keep those windows. I could have took the windows out and completely redone the beams, and it wouldn't have been no problem. Put a header up there and all that, but I wanted to keep the windows, so I had to incorporate the house into the brickwork to support that end of the house. So I hope everybody understands that now. And I know that was a little long-winded, but I wanted to explain it because I know a lot of people were wondering, why did you do that? I worked on this inside here for about 2.5 days just to get all this stuff done. Alright, we'll walk outside here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I got a mess in here, but it'll look like it is in the house when I get finished with it. Shut that door for me, baby. All them brick got to go in the house. I got to lay all them in the fireplace brick. That's just brick as we're getting them and using them. See how muddy and moxie a mess it is in August, how wet it is. Wettest year I can ever remember. There's what we did today. I started on that laying brick yesterday. I've got about a half a day's worth of working all day today. Got all that done. All this brick laid. I worked him to the bone. He ain't worth a nickel. What we got in there. That was we started on that. It was ground level this morning. Now it's about 3 foot high. All right. Yeah, I know. Here's what it looks like. August 28th. Quitting time. Got the firebox up. Pieces put in to hang my pot holders on. The pictures you see here are from Governor Charles B. Aycock's birthplace. They were taken from the kitchen fireplace at his house. And I just wanted to show so you could get a general idea of what the pot holder is going to look like in my house. Governor Aycock's house and my house are really similar. If you were to ever see his house and walk and do a tour, and then if you were to ever see my house, they are almost identical. They are really, really close in the way that they were built. My house was actually built in the 1820s. His house was not built, I think, until the 1840s, but the houses are really similar in their design and the way that they were built. I will show some of the pictures later on in some later videos of his house and our house, and you will be able to see the similarities when I show you. So, anyways, just wanted you to see what the pot holders were for. Those were nice and fun. Those were real fun to put up. Got that all put up. Granny can see it now. What in the world are you doing, boy? You've lost your mind. And this is what this looks like out here. Had Bobby out here working on this. And as you can see, I don't know why he took the step up, but he did. But we got it cut out. Ready for this fireplace. A lot of stuff got to be toted in here for it. We got the porta-foot and all that pretty stuff got to be done in there. But there's that hole. There's the one in there that's finished. This one right here is not even begun. I hope everyone has enjoyed the first part of this kitchen fireplace. I know I promised some surprises on this one, and they are still coming. I think everyone is going to love what we are going to do, what you're going to see in this second part of this video. It just run on too long, and I didn't want to drag it on. Didn't want you to hear a tired old man just rambling on, but I did want to explain some things and show you what we were doing. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope all of my family is really enjoying this, and I hope you will like and subscribe and share it with your friends, and please comment, ask questions, anything that you want to know. I'll be glad to try to answer. But anyways, God bless. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.